DJ, pretty simple one. What are some of the biggest changes that you have noticed changing from Coach Durkin to Coach Bateman and, Coach Spencer as well?
I think the biggest changes have been just the way that the defenses ran. We went from more 3-down to more 4-down now with Coach Bateman and how he just likes to run his defense. And with Coach Spence, he's more of a great guy, like they call him Chaos. So he always going to be chaos and always going to be the same guy. So with that room being with Spence and Bateman, I think we're going to do something special this year. So.
We'll go third row on the left side to the battalion.
DJ, can you kind of talk about also Coach Drawdetti, his promotion to being a full-timer? What has it been like this little bit of spring practice being under him and what that process has been like?
Coach Tony, Coach Tony's always the same. He always going to push you to be great. He never going to let you show any type of failure. Coach Tony is a great man, a great mentor to be under and play for. So just to be able to play for Coach Tony and see him be promoted and see him be my defensive line coach is just a blessing.
We'll stay on the left side, front row to Cease, and then Brent.
So what'd you think of your first year? We hadn't talked to you. Exceed expectations? Where can you get better? Just talk about your first year.
My first year, for me, it was difficult at first just because there was a lot of adjusting. Game was moving a lot faster. Plays were a lot different. But after playing for a little while and getting used to it, getting coached really hard by Coach Tony and Coach Robinson, and just everybody being there for me and helping me, I feel like for me personally, I got a lot better. From the first game to the bowl game, I feel like I took a big step from my hands, my feet, and my eyes. So.
Follow-up, is it easier or harder when your dad's the coach? How was that?
A lot different. When my dad being my coach, I'm always going to hear him all the time. He know how to click my buttons, but yeah, it's a little bit harder for sure.
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent.
No, having grown up not far from here, it was a different staff, of course, at that time, but what ultimately got you to Texas A&M, or why did you want to come to A&M?
My main reason was Coach Robinson and Coach Fisher. Me and Coach Robinson had a really close relationship. He's been recruiting me since 8th grade. So me and him, I always called him like my uncle. So it was just nothing. It was just down the road. And Coach Robinson was here. I was like, okay, I'm going to just come. So.
Is your family appreciative of that they don't have to go far to watch you play ball?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. My dad told me all the time. He said if he could move down here, he would. So.
Okay. Yeah. The other part of that is, what is both the best and toughest part about growing up the son of a coach like that as well?
I guess the toughest part would be expectations. My dad never gave me anything, so I always had to earn it, and I always had to exceed everybody to show them, like, he didn't just give it to me. So I think that was the toughest part, is just having a lot of expectations on you and having to deal with that. The best part is being able to learn from him and being able to be coached by him and just know that he did at the highest level, and I want to do the same thing that he did. So.
We'll go second row on the right side to Olin.
Now, DJ, I got a couple things for you. First of all, just what's different about you now as a player as opposed to maybe at the end of the season? Anything?
Main difference is my confidence level. I feel like coming in, I was a little bit less confident, but playing throughout the season, I feel like I got more confident within myself, and I feel like I became a lot smarter player with the way that they're teaching us and showing us how to break down a game. I feel like I became a lot smarter in the way I play. So,
What kind of impression has some of the new guys made on you, like Nick or any of those other guys that have new arrivals? Have they turned your head at all?
I feel like we have a lot of good players that came in this year. Rodas Johnson, another defensive tackle from Wisconsin. He's a great guy. We have a lot of people that we recruited here, especially from different schools that came and just are great men and great people and love the game of football. So.
We'll stay on that second row to Carter.
Hey, DJ. When there was a coaching change after last season, how much pressure did you have to maybe enter the portal, and what ultimately compelled you to stay?
To be honest, 100% honest, I was thinking about it, but what compelled me to stay was Coach Elko and the way I believe in Coach Elko and just the way that he coaches and the way I've talked to him when I was a recruit here and just the way that he is as a man and how he develops men. And it was the main reason I was like, I just had to stay here and just see what he can do for my future and for my teammates around me.
We saw a lot more of you in the bowl game, got a lot more opportunities. Just what do you think that did for your development?
I think it helped me a lot. I never played that many snaps in college, so being able to get those snaps in and getting those reps in and understand that everything wasn't going to be perfect. I had a lot of improvement to do, but I feel like it helped me a lot become more confident other than in the beginning of the season. So.
We'll go front row on the right side to Brent.
So you met Coach Elko back when, and do you remember your first meeting with him, first impression of where that was and so forth?
Yes, sir. I met Coach Elko, I think, right before he left. I came here, I think I was going into my sophomore year or sophomore. I just remember he was telling me about the defense, breaking it down to me, and just remember how smart of a mind he was. I never really talked to anybody that was that smart. And, like, his defense is set up for you to succeed. So that's what I really remember from that meeting.
Anything else? All right. Thank you, DJ.